Hello everyone, my name is Green Kaiser, and usually I am playing video games in this channel, but right now we're gonna focus on something else. We're gonna set that aside, and we're gonna focus on the NBA playoffs bracket, because I'm gonna predict, as a basketball fan, I wanna predict the outcome of this NBA bubble, and by the time of this recording, they are already playing in the second round. So we're gonna update our bracket after the intro. Cue it. Alright guys, welcome back to another RootBeer float session. And as I said, we updated the bracket. Last night we had Houston Rockets versus LA Lakers, where Houston took game 1 in a convincing fashion, if I'm not mistaken. So Houston proving that small ball can do wonders in the NBA, and against a formidable play. I have to predict the outcome of this series, and if I have to, I'm seeing a Game 7 series, and the winner would be the Lakers. And why do I say LA? Because of the X Factor, Anthony Davis. You know, in the Portland, LA also lost game 1, but they showed out in the last 4 games. So here we are. There they are. And I see the same outcome, but more games, like Houston doing work against LA, but in the end, Lakers going to the Western Conference Finals. Next column is Denver Nuggets versus LA Clippers, where last night also they played, and LA Clippers getting the win. We saw Jamal Murray from Denver Nuggets get the win of the Game 7 against Utah Jazz, and LA Clippers doing battle against Luka Doncic from Dallas. So LA going up another level with Kawhi. His winning game mentality from the past teams he went, like San Antonio and Toronto, he's bringing it in LA Clippers double, and also bringing Paul George, who is from LA. So it's only a matter of time to see LA versus LA, the Battle of LA, happen. If my prediction is correct, I will say 4-2, LA Clippers going on top against Denver Nuggets. Clip. Yeah, next column. On to the East bracket. Eastern Conference bracket, Milwaukee Bucks versus Miami Heat. This series is exciting, unpredictable, and shocking are only those few words that describes this series, where Miami is taking the MVP himself, Giannis, into the brink of elimination. One more game and this series might be done, or we'll see the MVP inside of Giannis awaken. But with that in mind, I think Miami doing this 3 games in a row. What is one more game? I'm seriously I'm seriously thinking it's Miami going 4-0 against Milwaukee. This is a shocker for me myself because I know how dominant Giannis is. And there you go, Miami 4-0, completing the sweep against Milwaukee. On to the next one. The next bracket is one of my favorites. It's actually my favorite because as you can see in my background, the Boston Celtics versus Toronto Raptors is going head to head first time in a playoff series. And we will actually see who's gonna be on top. And Boston is leading the charge, leading the series 2-1 when it's supposed to be 3-0. But it is what it is. OG Anunoby, some dude hit a prayer, hit a Hail Mary and went in. Well, it gave life to Toronto. It may or may not give the rest of the series, but at least they got a game 1, right? But prediction, my prediction for this series, I think most of you know, I'm kind of biased. I'm Canadian, but I'm rooting for Boston to win the series 4-1. So that's how I see it. Celtics, alright. That's not a prediction, that's a spoiler. On to the next one. So the Western Conference Finals, the potential matchup is LA Lakers versus LA Clippers. When I see this matchup going, there is the Kawhi factor and also the Anthony Davis factor. They are both valuable to their respective teams, but again, not saying LA Clippers cannot do it. I'm only saying this because I know for a fact LeBron and LA Lakers can do it better than Kawhi and LA Clippers. I'm not discrediting them because Kawhi himself is a champion, but LeBron, might be his last chance of getting a ring. Yeah, I mean, LA Lakers 4-2 because of Anthony Davis, the Anthony Davis factor. He's gonna be the difference between the two. On to the next. So if ever this matchup happens, a potential matchup between Miami and Boston, this is where Boston might be difficult to win because of Miami. Miami is very formidable, getting Jimmy Butler this season. Also, having Jay Crowder and Kelly Olynyk, those guys are like the core. players that revolved around Jimmy Butler. So yeah, they have a very solid team, as I'm saying, uh, and also very hungry team, trying to prove where they are already proving their worth against Milwaukee right now. But in the Boston side of things, I believe in my players. I believe in Brad Stevens that they can go past Jimmy Butler and the Heat. So I'm seeing this game, this series, this potential series, 4 games to 3 in favor of, well, you know it, Boston Celtics. Yeah, Celtics taking the series 4 games to 3 into the next one. So in this prediction, as I predicted, LA Lakers versus Boston Celtics in the finals of the NBA championship. This team have battled throughout the years, where Boston getting the 17 banner in 2008. This is the very same team, but different players. And who's gonna get it? You know, with the AD factor, that's a big edge against Boston. But if Boston keeps doing their majestic defense, I think they can make it, and then they can get past LA and AD. I forgot to mention this whole prediction thing, that Kemba Walker is a great facilitator for the Boston Celtics. Last Thursday, when against Toronto, Kemba Walker did this unbelievable trap that everyone was like going after him, and made Daniel Tice free to get a dunk with 0.05 seconds left remaining. And if OG Anunoby didn't get that shot, that will be the winning play. That's how good Kemba is. He doesn't need to score, because he knows he can give the ball to Tatum, to Brown, to Smart, to Daniel Tice. He can give the, yeah. So with Kemba Walker trying to win against LeBron all these years, I think this will be the biggest achievement for him if he ever wins it. And I really hope they do, because Kemba deserves it. 4-3. And you know where I'm going? I'm going with my boys, the Boston Celtics. So yes, this is it. This is my prediction. This is how I see the NBA playoffs going, and I'm hoping this is what will happen. I will be very happy. A long time Boston Celtics fan. So comment down below your own prediction, your own whatever you see, who you want to see win the whole thing, and yeah, comment down below, subscribe, like, and hit the floating bell. If this video gets at least 100 likes, or 200 likes, I will share my experience going to Boston last year and my experience of getting to the first NBA I had with my favorite team. So, with that in mind, let's toast for another session done. Green Kaiser. See you in the next one.